Hi, I'm Helen Beckett. I'm Community Moderator for the Business Value Exchange, and we're very lucky to have with us today David Jack, CIO of Trainline, the UK rail online ticketing company. Welcome, David.
Hi there.
And we're going to have a chat today along the lines of that very thorny issue which faces so many CIOs of how to influence their board to invest not only in technology but in the correct technology. What was the situation when you arrived at Trainline 3-4 years ago and you arrived as CIO and it was a new company still?
The challenge we were facing was that we had an old technology that needed to be replatformed, an organisation that needed to be redeveloped to deal with the growth, and some significant customer challenges to produce a product of quality, an operation that worked perfect every time.
And you've talked, there's in the past, you've referred in love of how you literally had to take the board to water. Referring to that expression in English, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. How is it you took your board to water and how did you make it drink?
Well, it sounds very, very kind of straightforward, but actually immersing, especially the non-execs. I mean, the execs, of course, I work with every day, but the non-execs, introducing them to the lab of what we were doing in the UK, really getting them to see the kind of interactions. But also I've taken all the non-execs to our Indian development labs. And there is something really special about a room full of, say, over 200 people working around the clock on a new replatforming project, and then getting the non-execs involved in those project meetings to understand the architecture, to see what was going forward. Not necessarily to retain all the information, but just to get a sense of the energy and complexity and difficulty of what we had to do. And that investment paid off 100 times over the following 3 or 4 years.
Well, I mean, that was an amazing achievement to get them all on a plane and fly them out to your offshore facility. I mean, what preconceptions did that help dissolve?
Well, there were 3 for India. First one was that we're in India because it was super cheap. We weren't. We're in India because we have access to some outstanding resources and outstanding engineers. The second one, that all technology is complicated, which it isn't, and we're allowed to develop the pieces that they could see that was very straightforward. And the third one, which was that you could have a perfect understanding of risk around the complexity, and some things they just had to accept my analysis and my judgment on.
So it's about, ultimately, getting the board to have faith in your judgment. I guess
Indeed.
that's not an immediate win. I mean, do you have any other tips for CIOs about how to increase your influence at the board, perhaps over a longer term period?
I mean, I think there were 2 things. One is simply delivering and showing you keep delivering, and then you earn that credibility. And the other one is physical or kind of imagery. We described the replatforming of our product as a fleet of planes that were all slightly different, being flown mid-air, whilst developing a whole new set of planes, transferring all of our passengers to it, and then soaring higher with that group. That quite cheesy picture was something that the board completely latched onto and used a number of times over the following years to express where we were in our journey.
Not cheesy thinking at all. Sounds, a very imaginative way of putting across technical ideas to a lay audience. So thanks for sharing all that with us. Thank you for your time today. Very much enjoyed. Thank you for now, David Jack.
Thank you, Helen.